Welcome everybody to the Latin Nurse Network. My name is Jose and this is my review for The Housemaid, the newest thriller based off a popular book. I never read it, so I'm completely unfamiliar, so I won't be making any comparisons to the book. But yeah, this one stars Amanda Seyfried, and of course Sydney Sweeney, who I don't care what anybody says, she does have great genes. It is what it is. Hate me for it, hate her for it. What can I tell you? But that said, she is actually, all jokes aside, she is a pretty good actress. She's already grown to do some really good work. But this one here, Sweeney plays this young woman who has a checkered past, trying to get life together. She's homeless. It's kind of lying on the application as she's applying to be a housemaid for Amanda Seyfried's character, who's married to a rich husband, and kind of a tech guy, designed his own house, etc., etc. They got a 7-year-old daughter. And she's trying to hire Sydney Sweeney to be a live-in housemaid. That's what the job is, and she believes that they're a perfect match, if you will. But unfortunately for Sydney Sweeney, things aren't what they appear to be. This nice, beautiful home and all that is actually a hot mess. Amanda Seyfried's character, the wife, he is unhinged and has all kinds of issues, and this leads her down this rabbit hole Sydney Sweeney's trapped in, dealing with this unhinged person as she's trying to maintain her cool because she needs to keep her job. It's very important that she remains employed and with a roof over her head. So that's where it just comes in. The husband, of course, is kind of playing referee, trying to manage his wife and protect Sydney Sweeney at the same time from her wrath, if you will. And there's a lot of twists and turns on this one, but the least you know, probably the better, particularly if you're unfamiliar with the source material. Listen, overall, I was not impressed by this. Not to say it's a bad film. There's some good things in there. Amanda Seyfried is really good. She does Unhinged really well. Sydney Sweeney is solid in this one. I don't think she's given as much to do in terms of just pure acting, but she's good in it. The husband's also good. I forget his name. Brandon Skelner, if I'm saying that right. He's solid as well. It's just one of those kind of thrillers. It's very calculated. You kind of know from the first 20 minutes, you're like, okay, I know what's really going on here. And a lot of people that I spoke to as watching the movie, people that I knew, like kind of all guessing the same thing. So that kind of left that twist or surprise toward near the end, the third act, kind of uneventful. But overall, it's solid. It's okay. It's a movie which is enjoyable. It has some issues. The length is a bit much. There's this kind of long exposition scene towards the end, which kind of dragged down. They could have probably gone through it quicker, kind of expedite what was really going on faster and get us to where we wanted to go. Because the comeuppance that occur in these films is good. I actually enjoyed that part of the film. I really did. There's a lot of oohs and ahs and all that. And it's really a kind of a messed up story. Really, it's a dark story. This is definitely made for adults. A lot of sexual stuff in there. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a dark story in terms of what was actually happening behind the scenes and what's going on with his family and how that it involves Sydney Sweeney's character. So that was interesting enough, and it kept my attention. But ultimately, there's nothing really major here that you're really gonna remember after a week or so. It's more you kind of watch and forget about the next day. But while you're watching it, you're gonna get some mild enjoyment. Unfortunately for me, it's not one I can honestly recommend you guys to go to the theaters. I mean, if you're going home watching it, of course you should go and hopefully you enjoy it. But for me, it's one I can probably wait till it comes on streaming eventually, a VOD, rent it, whatever the case is, when you're home comfortably. Maybe distract yourself with your phone at times because, again, it does draw a little bit long and needs to get to the gist a little bit quicker. And because it is obvious what's going on, at least to me it was, it kind of took away a lot of the mystery out of it. If you're totally surprised by what's going on, you're probably going to get more out of this than I did personally. But listen, it's solid. It's okay. A lot of it's paint by numbers. We've seen these kinds of movies before 1,000 times. It is done well enough to where there's some enjoyment there. But ultimately, I'm not going to go on a limb and say this is a great film. You guys should run out to the theater and watch it because I can't do it to you guys. But like I said, not saying it's a bad movie. It's just an okay, a mid one, as the kids would say these days. That said, The Housemaid, you guys are going to watch it. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.